And then quads, which is the top here, and your hamstring around the back. Tears are quite common, especially in sprinters, in the quads and hamstrings.
Why do sprinters typically get injuries here? Mainly noticed in the hamstring.
So they're such a large muscle group.
Yep.
So when you're powering out of the blocks, these are the muscles that get used the most. They produce the greatest force. So if you've got a little bit of problem going on within there, they're where it's going to usually give. We're only as strong as our weakest link. And if you've got something going on within your quad and hamstring and they're not stretching like they should do, that's quite often where it's going to take its toll.
Understood.
Yeah.
All right, so say, for example, I've got a bit of a strain on my quadricep muscle here. Now, what is the best protocol for this? Say I hurt it yesterday. What would you advise me to do? And this is just information for the athletes out there, sports people.
So if you've hurt it yesterday, it depends how bad it is.
Right.
So if it's a really bad tear, then it's going to take a couple of days for the swelling to go down.
Right.
So you don't want to do too much within that time.
Right, so don't stretch it?
Rest it. You don't want to be overstretching it, because if you've caused a big tear within that and then you're stretching it, you're preventing it from binding and healing. But you also don't want it to heal too tight.
Right.
So what you want to be doing with it is basically try and, with the first couple of days, let it rest, let it settle, ice it, sit with it up, that sort of thing.
Yep.
And then as you've kind of gone into a couple of days, get it looked at, try and find out how severe it is, because you want to make sure that when it heals properly. So you've got your muscles that are all working fibres that should go straight up and down like that. Now, when you cause a tear, when you heal, you don't want them to heal too tight. You also don't want them to heal with lots of scarring and fibres going in the wrong directions. So what you need to do is make sure that you're getting it treated and it loosened out so that the fibres are healing in the right direction.
Makes sense.
And you're not losing that elasticity of that muscle, because if you have a major injury here and it doesn't heal properly, you're going to end up with a lasting problem. So then when you go and do sprints and put that large force through it, somewhere else is going to give.
Makes sense.
So you do want to go and get it looked at, check how bad it is, and then get some treatment to make sure that it's healing in the correct way.
Good. All right, can we look at how you would stretch an athlete?
Can do, yes.
Can we do that?
There's multiple ways when you're stretching. So you can do your own stretching, which is always what I would say is being your main priority. You should not rely on somebody else to be doing all your stretching for you. Somebody like myself can help you, but we're not with you all the time.
Understood.
So you need to be able to do your own stretching, and then somebody like myself can help assist with that and make it go through an extra range. So what we can do today is we'll do a couple of what we call PNF stretches, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. Basically ones where I'll help you get a greater range of movement.
God, that was a mouthful. Jeez. All right, let's have a look at that.
Okay. All right. So if you lie on your back. Okay. So we use a towel to protect his decency. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the hamstring. It's a common one that most of you have probably seen done somewhere. But we're going to do it just so that we can get a good idea of how it works. So first of all, when you're performing the stretch, you want to see where you go to naturally, okay? So Dwayne is quite flexible. Most of you at home might not be able to go quite this far, okay? While you're doing this, you want to make sure that the other leg isn't coming up while it's happening as well, okay? So can you feel it starting to stretch there?
Along here, the lower portion here.
Okay, so you want to keep the leg relatively straight. If you bend it, you'll find you can go much further, but you're cheating. So try and keep it relatively straight. But the person who's being stretched must remain relaxed. If they're tensing up against you, then you're not going to improve your flexibility at all. All stretching has to be done relaxed. I'd say that's the biggest error people make while stretching. They tense, okay? So first of all, we just go to a point of where the limit is, which is roughly where we've got Dwayne now. And now we just relax in that position, okay? You relax there first of all, just to sort of get the stretch receptors to switch off a little bit and start trusting that you're not going to injure you, okay? Then from there, what I'm going to get Dwayne to do is push back against me, but only what we call a 20% contraction. So just a gentle push, pushing straight back into my hand. That's it. So Dwayne's pushing now. Thankfully, only a 20% contraction, otherwise I might struggle with this. Okay, now if Dwayne takes a deep breath in, as he breathes out, he's going to relax and relax off the stretch, and I go just a little bit further. So you can see I've gone a little bit further with that already. And we're going to keep repeating this process, okay? So, first of all, it's all right, you can just relax for now. Just keep breathing, I'm not going to keep telling you when to breathe. All right, now push your heel back into my hands again with that straight leg. That's it, just a 20% contraction. Keep pushing that there. Okay, all right, now take a deep breath in. breathe out, and as you breathe out, really relax right the way down through it. Trust me, I'm not just going to push it too far. And then he carries on breathing, and I can hold back in that position. So what we do is we just keep repeating that process so that he goes further and further. Do it 3 to 4 times, and then you repeat it on the other side. Always do with one side what you're doing with the other. Even if the injury's on this side, doesn't mean we only do the stretching on this side. We make sure we cover both sides. Otherwise, you're just going to be causing more problems than you're solving.
Understood.
Okay? And yeah, like I say, the key thing I would say to anybody that knows they need to do more stretching is relax. You must relax while stretching. If you don't relax, your muscles tensing against it, and you're never going to improve your flexibility.
Elaborate relaxation, because not many people know how to relax.
Okay.
It's a difficult one, isn't it?
You've probably all heard within yoga and things, they always say about your inward breath and your outward breath. The outward breath is the time that it's the easiest for us to relax. So, for example, then, when I was getting you to relax off of it, what I made you do is breathe in, and as you breathe out, feel the heaviness going through the body. Quite often we think of relaxation as make yourself heavy, okay? So whatever area of your body you're thinking about relaxing, make it heavy. Right now you're probably holding a little bit of tension trying to hold your leg up. If I told you to make it really heavy, you could just relax it down and it goes really heavy, okay? So if you struggle to relax, always take a deep breath in, breathe out and make it heavy. Whatever area, focus on that area and it will help you. You'll often find, for example, when you are stretching your legs, your kneecap will be all tense. If you think about making your kneecap soft, quite often that's a way of relaxing the leg.
I like that one. I'm going to make my kneecap soft. Sorry, I had to. All right. So also, massages are not only for sports people, they're open for general public as well. So if somebody from the general public wanted to get a massage, what would you suggest they do?
Okay, so it depends on the purpose of the massage. So massage can just be used to make you feel better, so make you nice and relaxed.
Yeah.
But it can also be, you don't have to be a sports person to get tension, to get muscle injuries. So I have people come to me, plumbers, carpenters. I have school teachers that are always stressed and their shoulders feel like they're up here and the upper backs are getting really tight.
Yeah.
People getting headaches. Headaches can come from tension within the upper back and into the neck. You have muscles that run right the way up. And if they get tight, they can cause you to have lots of headaches and things. So massage can help anybody like that. It's finding somebody that's doing the right sort of massage for you. So you get your relaxation massages you can go to the spa for. Or I usually find if you want muscles to be loosened out, it's best to find a deep tissue therapist or a sports massage therapist. And they can go through and help loosen out the specific muscles and solve any injuries or tensions that are going through. The most common areas are the back and the neck.
Question. A lot of athletes I come across, especially sportsmen and women, they get a lot of deep tissue massage. Now, how deep should a masseuse go into the muscle?